And that being Bob Bolden. And strange start as we see a free throw to begin the game. An administrative technical called against Dayton as Caitlin Kroll starts this game with the make. So it'll be 1-0 Bobcats, and then we're going to jump. We'll talk about the starters, and then we'll get into this situation of the reason for the technical foul. But Mariah Perez in the center circle, jumping with Ella Pope. And we're underway as Joe Vasili throws the ball in the air. Bruce Morris and Tommy Paris are other officials here tonight. Shannon Wheeler at the foul line sends over to Anissa Jones and misses on the three. Rebound to the Bobcats. You see the other Flyers there in the starting lineups. Taisa Kozlova, Mariah Perez, and then Nia Lear. One player that you don't see is Destiny Bohannon. Here's a three-pointer from the right side, and Abby Garnett getting the first field goal for Ohio is 4-0 as the Bobcats starters, Yaya Felder, Ella Pope, Caitlin Kroll, Kate Dennis, and you saw Garnett drain that three-pointer. This is not the start that Dayton wanted. And it's down 4, and Mariah Perez, foul line jumper, leaves it on the front rim. Dayton gets technical, and Beth, you and I, we've never seen this before. We've seen administrative technicals, a situation where you might have, you don't get your lineup in time. Maybe you have somebody that's not in the book. And as we got a whistle and away from the ball. This is going to go against Anissa Jones. There's shot clocks. There was a note sent out last Wednesday across college basketball that you can only have one light that flashes. Dayton has 3, and that just didn't get relayed. I'm guessing with the holidays and trying to sort that out. And because of the extra lights, that was a technical foul.
Hey, let's just be glad that they only get one shot, not one shot per light, because could have been a 3-0 start. I've not seen that in my time in college basketball, but hey, it gives us an exciting new way to start a game. And right now the Flyers have to adjust. They have a zone against them, and it's keeping the ball outside of the lane, forcing them to shoot.
Yeah, Felder missed on one end. Shannon Wheeler misses here, and Mariah Perez thought she had the rebound. And Bobcats able to control. Boy, for Perez, she was probably lucky to get away there. Was Garnett was able to grab that, secure that. Perez reaching for the ball, able to avoid the foul. Here, penetration. Kroll misses from in close, and Dayton still looking for their first points on the run out. Kozlova across the lane, and Dayton just can't buy a bucket.
Right now it seems they're not calling some touch fouls. They're not calling a little bit of the bumps, which is meaning they'll allow some physicality this game, and everyone will have to adjust to that. Destiny
Bohannon had one of those bumps. Unfortunately for the Flyers, she has been without a doubt the most consistent player. Kozlova to the cup and one.
Nice to see Ty get to the hoop. Ty's known for being a three-point shooter, so it's really nice when she can get in there and bang and go for a three-point play.
Well, and you said it, Beth. Look at this, putting the ball on the deck. We haven't necessarily seen this from the transfer from Maryland.
Yeah, her thing is a three-point shot. Many of her points come from the three. And so she's going to have to develop that part of her game in order to score.
The Dayton Flyers, some new threads as their jerseys finally arrived. And looking sharp in the white unis is Kozlova trying to make this a one-point game. Misses the free throw. So a three-pointer by Abby Garnett. And a free throw. Technical foul to start as Felder wants a deep one. And that's long. Dayton a chance to tie, maybe take the lead as we're 2.5 minutes in. Over the screen.
Anissa is a really excellent rebounder. It's nice to see her rebound and push.
And with that push, the Dayton Flyers find Shannon Wheeler, who's having a really nice sophomore season.
Shannon's been a surprise. She had an amazing high school career, but was real quiet last year and didn't get a lot of playing time. So she's been a surprise, but I think everyone knew the potential was there. And I think the one thing the coaches would like to see out of Shannon is just a little more vocality, a little more communication.
We got to stop after the make from Kroll, and Garnett's going to go off. Of course, she's got to a big brace on that left leg, and she heads towards the tunnel. And coming on will be Jaya McClure for the Bobcats. She'll play the guard position, so Ohio a smaller lineup. Dayton also making their first change tonight. It'll be Malia Perry. Trying to get the ball inside to Perry, and Niall Lear the turnover.
That's been an issue for the Flyers, is the entry pass into the posts. There have been a lot of turnovers this season on that pass.
McClure missed a three, but Pope was able to get it back, and Jada going to try another one, and she connects. It's a Bobcat team. They shoot a lot of threes, Beth, and so far so good from distance, as they got 3 triples and a 6-point lead.
They've been on a 6-0 run, and right now the problem with Dayton's defense is that they're not getting out on that 3-point shooter.
Ohio able to win on Saturday for the first time as they beat Indiana State 74-62. Caitlin Kroll had 19 points in the game, including 5 3-pointers. The Bobcats shot 10 of 30 from distance. Here's Anissa Jones. She's going to be called for steps as Dayton. And that's what we were talking about at the start there, Beth. Turnovers. It's a young basketball team, but they have just had issues in protecting the rock.
A lot of unforced turnovers as well, and like that, just that little step. Anissa likes to get to the hoop. She likes to draw the foul. Just a little excitement. Everyone needs to settle down, take a deep breath.
Ohio and Dayton playing for the first time since 1993, and Yaya Felder getting to the rim. So creative, able to finish through contact, and all of a sudden it's an 8-point lead for Ohio.
Yaya is a key to this game. She's a key for the Ohio team in order to win, and for the Flyers, they need to stop her in order to win. Nice second effort by Shannon.
Kozlova missed, but Wheeler was there, and Lear unable to finish at the hoop. And Dayton will lose it out of bounds. The Flyers had a rough time in the Bahamas. As for Dayton, they played some tough competition, a couple of SEC opponents. So they lost to Ole Miss 63-50. It was a game that they were in the fourth quarter. They just ran out of steam. And then against Kentucky, different story, as Ella Pope becomes the 4th player now to knock in a 3. As the Bobcats an 11-point lead. That Dayton-Kentucky game, it finished at 70-44. Flyers have had a couple of close ones here in the arena. Malia Perry to the hoop.
Malia Perry is known to be real tough. She can take a bump. She can get all the way to the hoop. She can also shoot the 3. So right now the Bobcats zone is pushing the Flyers outside, but they're finding a way to get in and weave through a little bit.
There's another 3-pointer. McClure misses that one, and Dayton able to get a score and a stop. We'll see if they're able to get on a little bit of a run. Niall Lear from the mid-range.
Niall averages about 8 points a game. It's nice to see her mid-range jumper. You don't see a lot of guards anymore with that really beautiful mid-range, and Niall's pretty money from mid-range.
She's got kind of an old-school player feel, and boy, she made a big debut for Dayton. 20 points against Providence. Pope misses the 3, the ball out of bounds, and that will take us to break. Off and running. Some offense here early as the Ohio Bobcats with a 7-point lead. Sydney Freeman out on the floors, missed the last couple of games. They're happy to have her, and she's probably happy to see the Mid-American Conference, who transferred from Ball State. She played well against Ohio last year, had 19 points, and was an 84-74 victory against the Bobcats. Malia Perry, some penetration. Kozlova finds Freeman, 3-pointer. Yes!
Freeman's one of the players that Coach Williams Jeter always says has the green light to shoot. She likes to see Sydney get up to the line, get up to the 3, and if she's open, she wants her to fire away.
Sydney Freeman scored a lot of points at Ball State. Her 3 years there, over 850 points scored. She's got a chance to get over 1,000 this year with the Flyers. Pope throws in the corner. McClure just 5 to shoot. And McClure is going to have to go. And with 1 on the clock, she made it, but erased the basket. She's called for steps.
That's some great defense by the Flyers. You saw they were rotating better to get out on the three-point shooters. Taking away the 3 right now is a key. Ohio has had 4 different players make a 3.
Well, they shoot a ton of three-pointers. They shoot just 27% from distance, but the majority of their shots from the field are from the arc, and we got a whistle away from the ball here. Bob Bolden's not too happy about that call. So get a look there at Tamika Williams-Jenner. Boy, she was a basketball player.
She sure was.
One of the best to put it on at UConn.
Nice to have her home.
Yeah, Dayton native. That last foul called on Kate Dennis. Dayton throws into the backcourt, but Leah Perry wasn't there. Instead, it's McClure on the steal. Dayton on a 7-0 run. Been able to get some stops here against this perimeter shooting Bobcat squad. McClure cut off. This is Felder trying to create. Three-pointer. Pope in and out. Dayton back the other way quickly with Jones. Sydney Freeman. All about shooting another 3 penetration. Finds Kozlova. It's off. Rebound. Malia Perry flying in. Able to keep the possession. She got knocked away by Pope. It'll be Dayton ball underneath.
Malia is the leading rebounder on the Flyers team, so she's somebody who's going to get in offensively, defensively. She just has a knack for knowing where the ball will be. And one time we were actually talking, I said, how do you know where the ball is going to be? And she's like, I've just always been good at it.
She is a tough player, and I say that with a capital T. And Anissa Jones, also tough and from Columbus. Really good drive, unable to finish, and Dayton will lose the possession with that rebound out of bounds. You know, for Jones and Perry, they both have similar stories in that they were, pretty highly touted players coming out of Columbus. And for Malia, started at Auburn for a quick second and decided to come back to Ohio. And for Jones, went to Ohio State, played at home, and now has found a new home here in Dayton. And so far on the season, seeing some playing time, they're really, starting to shine as McClure misses from 3, and will stay with Ohio as that ball knocked out of bounds by Jones.
Yeah, the Columbus connection is pretty strong here at UD, and also on the bench is Nani. So eventually,
and Dayton's hoping to get her back here soon. And we're talking about Indiana State in Ohio. That's where her last stop was. Ariana Smith on the inbounds. What a play. My goodness. Flying in was Cassidy Loeffler, another Columbus kid from Dublin-Kaufman, and getting her first touch and some kind of acrobatic layup.
Very acrobatic. I always like seeing some twist turn over the shoulder off the backboard shots.
Bobcats having to deal with some injuries. I mentioned Garnett out here early. Wheeler puts it up on the rim, missed it. Rebound, Perez got a second look, and Mariah Perez doing it on the glass.
Mariah is going to bang in there. Like we talked about previously, she is going to rebound. She's going to be somebody that if the other team doesn't box Mariah out, she's going to go in and get the rebound and put it back up. She's starting to feel confident in her play, and I think that, she's becoming a leader on this program.
Felder empty on the 3. Rebound comes to Perry. Here's Freeman looking to push. Dayton was down 11 early in the corner. Sydney Freeman, great hesitation move, but had the shot blocked. And Felder back quickly for the Bobcats. Kayla Johnson just checked in. She misses on her first 3 attempt. Jump ball, arrow points to Ohio. And we're going to see a differential between 12 seconds, shot clock to game clock. As the Bobcats will get 20 on that board. And Felder to inbound. And it's the Bobcats that throw it away. I think for both coaches, they're going to be upset with the team inbounding the basketball underneath the hoop.
Yeah, very unforced turnover.
Ohio, after they started 4 of 9 from 3, they've missed their last 4 triples, and they're 1 for their last 7 in this game. Dayton had a chance to hold for the last shot. And the Flyers turn it over. Freeman, cross-court pass taken away by Felder. We talked about the points, the assists, the rebounds. But Beth, you like her defense, and that's what she does best.
I like her defense, and I love players that get steals. And she's known to do just that.
She stepped on the end line. Flair to her game, without a doubt. As Hartford, Connecticut. Inbound. Lear working her way through the Bobcat defense, but left it short on the rim. Actually, a really good player, as he was a standout at Walsh. He's a part of their Hall of Fame and still the all-time leader in assists there. But he's going to hope that the squad sort of gets off 17.
It was a very slow end to the first quarter. Both teams were 1 of 7 to end the quarter. So it was just, there was no scoring. Some turnovers, couple bad shot selections. And so there needs to be a little bit of some energy brought to the table here this second quarter.
Gaia Felder can bring that energy, that's for sure. Finds Kate Dennis. His left leg penetrations traveled.
Great defensive effort there by the Flyers. Stuck with the plan.
It's going to be the 4th turnover for Ohio. Dayton playing without their leading scorer tonight. Destiny Bohannon with an injury out for this game. Here's Sydney Freeman, some penetration. Good kick. Malia Perry, pull-up jumper. It's no good. Mariah Perez, though, is there.
Clean up. Mariah will clean that up, put it back in. She's probably the tallest player on the floor, so she's got good position under the basket.
She makes it a 2-point game. Sydney Freeman, she's not going to get an assist there, as Felder able to get in the lane. Perez might have altered that shot, but Freeman's made a couple of really nice drives here early and finding teammates, and even on that miss from Perry, a chance for Dayton to take advantage of their size, but that's what they can't do. And Nia Lear, another turnover. Dayton did all right in that first quarter, only 4 turnovers, but a giveaway there.
That's that pass into that entry pass into the bigs has been an issue. Again, I've already talked about it. I hope I don't have to talk about it again, but that pass has been picked off game after game.
Kroll, some penetration. Shannon Wheeler is going to be called on the foul. We'll get 2 free throws here. As Taya Kosalova will come in, and Anissa Jones also on the floor. Bobcats will bring back on Pope and McClure. This is Caitlin Kroll from Bridgeport, Ohio. Started her career at St. Francis, and she can get it going. She had 19 points on Saturday.
Caitlin's one of their go-to players, probably the second best player on the team, and leading and rebounding, second leading scorer. And she is somebody that they should want the ball in her hands.
Freeman dumped it off to Perez, misses that mid-range jumper. 4-point game. McClure into the front court. Finds Dennis out of Rockford, Illinois. And here's Felder. Dayton's done a nice job on Yaya. Gets to the foul line, cut off. Been a couple of times tonight, Bobcats have been down late in the shot clock. There's another one with 5 to shoot. Felder going to try and create. Goes baseline. Pope finds Kroll on the cut. Missed it. Rebound, though. Controlled by the Bobcats. McClure had it knocked away by Wheeler, but here's Kroll, 3-pointer. Off the back iron. That's a good box out by Kozlova.
Putting Anissa on Felder has been a really great decision. And she's one of the best defenders on the Flyers team. And I will bet to say she's one of the best defenders in the A-10 this year.
Mariah Perez has been a force on the offensive glass. misses there, but she was fouled. She'll shoot 2.
Perez has really found her niche with this team, cleaning up and putting that ball back up there.
We started tonight's broadcast with Perez's double-double against Kentucky. She's kind of on her way there again tonight. She's got 7 rebounds, and honestly, Beth, I think the best offense for Dayton so far has been a miss.
It is. Second chance opportunities. That's something that I haven't seen a lot of from this team this season, so to see that improvement is really great. I think Mariah knows. She's been part of winning programs. Mariah knows what she needs to do and what the team needs to do. It's just putting it all together with these new people, new coaching, new style, and it's nice to see it paying off for her. She's going to break her as her career high 11 rebounds, I believe, so she's going to break that tonight.
Playing defense here, and it is Ella Pope with the left hand. A really nice move. Freeman comes back, and Sydney Freeman is going to be fouled. Boy, she made that bucket. You know, for Dayton's coaching staff, they're probably hoping that there wasn't a whistle or maybe an and one, but Sydney Freeman looks engaged here early.
She is engaged. I like that word. She's definitely engaged. It's nice to see her being aggressive. Prior to UD, she was second in scoring. So here, so far, it's early. It's an early year. It's early in the season, but she's only averaging four points a game. It'd be nice to see that inch up a bit.
On the inbounds, Dayton having issues again, but luckily they'll keep possession. Zaya Felder trying to scoop that up to a teammate. Lost it out of bounds. 21-16. Dayton has not scored in the last 2.5 minutes. I should say they only have 1 point from a free throw, no field goals. Freeman finds Joan. Open look at 3. She goes to the hoop, misses the layup. Rebound Perry, and she'll dribble out. Kozlova a triple. And she just hasn't been able to connect tonight from long range, but that's her game.
That is her game, and she should keep shooting. She's taking good shots. Shoot or shoot. Eventually her shot will fall.
Felder spin move. She was fouled. She'll shoot 2.
One thing, it would be nice to see, Anissa Jones is just so aggressive. I love the way she takes the ball to the hoop. I love the way she draws fouls. It would be nice to see some of those buckets fall for her.
Well, that was an excellent drive. And just wasn't able to finish, but you think with those moves that good things will come. She's also an elite defender. And for Dayton, really important for her to stay out on the floor and stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, very important. Yeah, right now, I mean, this is what she's got 3 points and she averages 16, but she can go for 20 any night.
Well, and that's the cover. Jones has been on Felder. Has just picked up her first foul. Bobcats on a bit of a run. Freeman, hesitation dribble. Oh, what a drive. Sydney Freeman, her second field goal.
Sydney could be a key tonight, bringing her in and driving, and she can kick the ball out. She can also shoot the 3, so she's really dangerous as a triple threat.
Yaya Felder, not the best three-point shooter, but off that free throw, gets the ball in rhythm and pushes this lead to 8. Freeman inside to Perry. That was a tough catch. Malia had it blocked, and Dayton will keep possession.
Very tough pass. Malia had to work to get that ball in her hands.
Dayton's going to call timeout here. Is Tamika Williams-Jenner
on that and able to do potentially the same thing tonight.
5 offensive rebounds so far. We got a whistle, and it's going to be a 5-second call. Man, that's got to be so aggravating. And as a coach, and that's a couple of times now, Beth, where the Dayton Flyers have just struggled underneath.
Yeah, and that baseline out of bounds, that play is intended to not only get the ball in, but to score. So to turn that score into a turnover and then maybe second chance or turnover points for Ohio is frustrating.
Johnson on the three, no. Perez, another rebound. Sydney Freeman going away from the screen. Throws corner. Kozlova. Yes.
There it is. Again, shoot or shoot. I like that Ty keeps shooting. Her release is really quick. It's hard to defend.
Bobcats come back down the floor quickly. The Dayton Flyers were ready as they tie up Johnson. And the arrow points to Ohio. Going back to that last make for Dayton, it's another really solid play from Sydney Freeman.
Great assist, great court vision. That driving kick is always going to be open if she's somebody who can score in the paint, which she is. So they have to defend her.
Perry got in the lane, got in some trouble. Freeman gonna throw into Perez, and that ball knocked out of bounds. And Dayton will have it. We'll see if they can get this basketball in without any issues.
Like to see them score off this play.
Freeman throws out. Jones, the safety. 4:20 left here in our first half. Dayton down by 5. Largest lead for the Bobcats is 11. Freeman, 6 to shoot. Throws to Kozlova. She wants another one. It's off the front rim. Maya Felder coming off a near triple-double against Indiana State. She's averaging 16 points. Leading scorer for this group from Athens, and sharing the basketball there. Kroll able to find Pope on the cut.
And Ty was just miscued on that. Maybe did not see the cutter, but right behind her. I can't think that that's what was supposed to happen on that defensive play by her.
We got a football score right now. It was a big day for football at the University of Dayton. Some huge news, and Rick Chamberlain announcing that he's retiring. He's been with the program for 48 years as Dayton gives it up. Jones turns it over. Meanwhile, for the Bobcats, they're playing for a MAC title on Saturday. Lights, camera, action as Ohio will face Toledo and at Ford Field in Detroit. Felder, cross-court pass. Dennis wants a 3. Air ball.
That one was way off the mark. They look a little tired right now.
Dayton looking for a bucket. Sydney Freeman in and out. Rebound pulled down by Pope. Dayton 2 of 10 from 3. Felder to the cup and 1.
Felder is just so quick and shifty. I love that she's able to get in there. I wasn't sure if she was going to stop and pop or go all the way. She's just really hard to defend. What a great, great effort.
Boy, and she's really kind of found her groove here in the second quarter. It was a slow start for her, but there you see that move, and she's got 9 points. And that's what great scorers do. And Beth, it almost feels as if, coming off her freshman year, this is her second season, and just getting more comfortable and confidence. It's growing each and every game.
Yeah, it's great. There's sometimes you see the sophomore slump from some of the great freshmen who come out and have that first year that's just stellar. And so far, I mean, Yaya is someone who I think will get better and better every year, and that's just dangerous because she's already so good as a sophomore.
2:25, and Dayton down by double digits. Sydney Freeman traveled.
She saw an opening. Just, again, some of these, I think there's just an excitement or a quickness that the Flyers don't. They need to take a pause before they move, and she just barely drug that foot.
So Dayton now 8 turnovers. And in for the first time tonight, it's Asia Austin. Westerville South grad. We got a bunch of Wildcats on the floor here tonight. And Lisa Jones also playing basketball at Westerville South. Defending. 3-pointer, McLaren, no. Nia Lear finds Kozlova. Kind of surprised she didn't shoot that one. Got an open look, but decides to pass. Peyton Geist dealing with some injuries for Ohio. Is Nia Lear going to pull up? Missed it on the back iron, but she's another Westerville South, so Columbus is in the house here for sure.
That 5-point game has turned into a 10-point lead. The Flyers have not scored in 3 minutes, so right now they need to get a stop and then score.
Well, they
There's
get
the
that stop. It's Kozlova. Steal and looking for the score. Had it knocked away. And really nice job by the Bobcats getting back. Here for Ohio. Making Kozlova work for it. We'll see if they can come up with a positive on this trip defensively. And another travel for Sydney Freeman. And Dayton in a little rut.
You can see the frustration on Sydney's face right now. Just not something she does. She doesn't turn the ball over on travel jab steps. So, you know.
Mentioned it's the first game back for her after missing a couple. Well, you see it there at the bottom of your screen. Dayton in a drought. And meanwhile, Felder starting to feel it. There's another foul on Jones. That's her second. One more foul against the Flyers. It will put the Bobcats at the line, but just 40 seconds left here in our first half. It's been a pretty quick second quarter. McClure. I really like this freshman out of Louisville, Kentucky. Averaging just over 9 points a game. And Jones able to get a steal, knocked that away, and Wheeler picking it up. See if Dayton holds for the last shot. Nia Lear. Just one field goal. Looking for her second. Had it blocked. Well, was able to get back in and take it back. Wheeler bounce pass was kicked by Johnson, and it'll be Dayton basketball with just 3.8 here on the clock.
Dayton struggled with their baseline out of bounds plays, so this is a chance for them to really finish with an exclamation point.
Jones, this would help. Banks in a three. Well, Bev, it's not pretty, but it might have been one of the only positives for the Flyers as they just sort of struggled offensively here tonight. And I guess for Tamika Williams-Jeter, as Lisa Jones going to try and start this half like she ended the first. And there was no doubt about that three-pointer.
That one was swishing. The other one went to the bank. She's got 6 points back-to-back, so good start.
It all counts the same.
It does.
And Dayton going to show some pressure. What do you think maybe Coach Williams-Jenner's message was? Is a missed three here by Dennis, and Bobcats get the rebound.
Well, obviously they need to stop the three-point shot, which they're trying to do with extra pressure and doubling. And so far, for the first minute, it's working. The problem is when they fade and fizzle with energy. As the benches, there's not much depth for the Flyers, and without Destiny in the lineup, it's a big change.
Yeah, that is a good point as Kozlova misses there. Yeah, Felder coming back the other way. And they're going to call a foul on Nia Lear. It's going to be Felder to shoot two. Destiny Bohannon not playing tonight. There is no doubt that she's been the most consistent player, been the best player for Dayton on this young season. And what has really been a breakout season for her. And was banged up in their last game against Kentucky. They're hoping to get her back for Sunday against Florida. Meanwhile, Felder now 11 points in the contest, and it's an A-10 swing here for the Bobcats. They're going to stay on the road and head to our nation's capital on Friday to meet George Washington. Felder leaves it short.
And George Washington has taken on a new meaning here for the Flyers with the assistant coach, George Washington. And I had to kind of giggle one time when we first hired him. I said, you can't Google search your name. You just can't do it.
Completely new staff here at UD with Coach Williams-Jenner, and also a lot of new faces. Of course, the team played in the NCAA tournament a year ago. Pope missing on the three. Bobcats haven't been able to find one from distance here. First couple of minutes of our second half. Lear looking to attack. Great move and finish.
Excellent move by Nio. Again, Nio has this great mid-range game, but the other thing I like about her style of play is that she takes it to the hoop. And you saw her use her body and protect the ball all with one hand. It's fantastic.
Well, and I think the word's crafty.
Crafty.
She can get to a lot of different spaces on the floor and try to complete the three-point play here. Missed the free throw. Rebound Wheeler. And Dayton trying to come up with 4 points on the possession. There's still a chance as that rebound out of bounds, and it'll stay with Dayton.
Shannon's just, again, we said what a breakout year she's been having. She's a little off tonight. Her touch hasn't been there on some of those putbacks, but gosh, she's athletic. And she can jump.
Well, that's what I think this coaching staff likes about this team, and you saw it there with Anissa Jones. They got a couple of players that can really, get up and down the floor, and they're also physical, so just trying to get some momentum, and I think a lot of that comes with a victory. Overtime against Illinois State, team that played in the NCAA tournament a year ago. Double overtime against Northern Kentucky, so they've been close, but it's just about being able to finish.
They've been close, and really, with such low numbers, that fourth quarter has been the problem.
Oh, what a trip. Dayton with 5 points on the possession, and all of a sudden we're tied.
Did you see the sharing of the ball, too? Went from player. Awesome passing.
Mariah Perez, 7 points, 11 rebounds. Pope going to try again. Perez is out there to contest. And Dayton, a chance to take their first lead here tonight. Lear wants a three. In and out. And Wheeler unable to grab it. Boy, but even on that miss, Tamika Williams-Jeter, she's up, she's clapping. She loves this effort and how her team started here in the second half.
I love Coach Williams-Jetter's just presence on the sideline. She's stayed calm through all these tough games. Another rebound for Mariah.
Dennis missing the three. The Bobcats have been ice cold from distance. Out of the locker room. Lear inside to Perez. Got deflected, but Dayton keeps the rock. Jones empty on the three. Felder trying to break this streak. And she's got the only point for the Bobcats, and came at the foul line. She'll be going back there.
She fell. That was a hard fall.
Lear picking up the whistle, which will be her third. Actually, correction, that's just her second.
Both coming just a couple minutes apart, so she went from no fouls to 2 very quickly, and that's a problem for the Flyers.
It's been an 8-1. 3 minutes here, and Dayton in the score column, and Lear able to put that one in. 12 points, 5 rebounds. Stat stuffer from Connecticut gets the roll.
The Bobcats have missed their last 5 threes, so I think that's, the difference right now is the Flyers have taken advantage of being able to score while the Bobcats have been scoreless from the three.
Kozlova tried to dump that off to Perry. They just weren't on the same page. And here comes Sydney Freeman.
I thought she was throwing an alley-oop of some sort. I thought we were going to see our first, major jam.
Malia Perry. She's had her moments this year. And, we talked about Destiny Bohannon and being consistent. Malia Perry's also right there. Felder trying to go coast to coast. And she missed it the first time. Boy, she's just really kind of trying to take things over.
She's so tough. She just took it from distance. Missed, gets a rebound, puts it back in. And then Nio says, let me show you what I can do.
Nio Lear with a behind-the-back move. And this game picking up. McClure going the other way. She misses, though, and here comes Dayton with Sydney Freeman into the front court.
I'd like to see Sid hit a shot here, or, you know, drive. Just get a little confidence after the last 2 turnovers she had in the first half.
13 to shoot on the shot clock. Freeman a screen from Perry. She'll tack Felder. Finds Wheeler. Pull-up jumper. No, but Freeman was there. Back to Shannon. And she's back up. Misses on the front rim.
She's been short on that shot tonight. I think she's just a little, her touch, like I said, her touch is just a little off tonight.
Sophomore out of Detroit. The Bobcats, sort of a deep breath after a lot of back and forth. Ohio wants to get a good shot here. Dayton in the zone. Kroll has been quiet here this evening. McClure in the quarter to Felder. She's been feeling it. All the points for Ohio here in the second half. And there's Kroll. You just knew that she was going to wake up and got a look and drove it.
She's coming. She's, again, like, just she is one of their best shooters. She averages 10 points a game. And she's not going to be quiet for too long. And right now she's nearly at her average of 9.
There's a big three, makes it a 5-point game. Jones misses, and Dayton, after they were able to tie this contest, have been empty their last few trips. Bob Bolden pointing out some instructions. McClure looking to take Freeman one-on-one. Good crossover move, and there's the foul on Sydney Freeman. And for the Bobcats, that's exactly what they were hoping for. And thought they had a mismatch. And McClure will be at the line when we return. So Dayton down by 7 at halftime. They're able to.
Yeah, she's on the bench, and they'll try to push for their own points right now. But one thing that's been really impressive about Yaya tonight is 6 of her 15 points are from the line. So she's really been doing a great job of getting in and getting a foul.
Well, in the charity stripe's been a good thing for Ohio. Is the Bobcats, McClure splitting the pair there, but on the evening, 10 of 12 from the stripe. Meanwhile, for Dayton, just 2 of 6. And Jones able to run that one down after the deflection from Johnson. Dayton needs a bucket.
Dayton does need a bucket.
Freeman, 4 to shoot, penetration, and she got hit, and Kroll knew it. She looks over at her bench, she said, "That's my bad."
I think she got bailed out a bit there, because I thought that was almost going to be a travel call. So that bump was well timed. 3 on
the shot clock, and Dayton now will have 20 to operate. Jones inside of Perez. Oh, no one. Gardner and Mariah just, I think she was shocked by how open she was, and this will be a jump ball, and it's going to Ohio. Oh, and for Mariah Perez, she just, honestly, Beth, I think she was surprised.
I was surprised, because the key has to be to keep the ball out of her hands right now, so they need to know where she's at on the floor at all times. A little
Johnson
pressure here.
Trying to break this pressure. Finds Kroll. Kayla Johnson, she knows about the Miami Valley. She spent last year at Edison. As started her career at Alabama State. So here she is in the corner. Played really well for the Chargers. Of course, Edison State in Piqua, which is just up the road. And averaged 21 points. And finds her way back to the Division I level against with this group from the Mid-American Conference. Malia Perry off. Dayton will bring back on Shannon Wheeler. Dennis at the foul line. Puts her head down. Tough shot. Missed it. A rebound to Mariah Perez. 40-34. Freeman. Penetration. Kick. Jones. Extra pass. Lear bangs in a 3.
That's something that Nio has really been working hard on, is that three-point shot. She's known for that mid-range. She's excellent at driving in, but the 3 has not been her strongest point yet this year. So that was a fantastic shot. She was set and ready to roll.
Yeah, credit to Nisa Jones. You saw there on that replay, she had an open look, decided, hey, let's get a better shot, and Lear able to capitalize. Dayton makes it a one-possession game, and Yaya Felder back in the game. Dennis, a three-pointer, unable to match. Here's Jones trying to go downhill. Missed the layup.
One thing the coaching staff has talked about for the Flyers is finishing layups. And I think it's going to be a continued issue.
Well, and you brought up a good point earlier, Beth. Here's Johnson in the middle of the paint. As Pope wants a three. And the Bobcats have just not been able to find it here in the second half from distance. As Lear is going to try and inch the Flyers closer. Pick and roll action, and Perez traveled. But you're talking about being able to finish. Obviously, that looking at the rim, but what we were discussing earlier is take a look at the turnover. Finishing the game. It's been tough in the fourth quarter, and I think that also comes down to just the bodies that Dayton has. And without Destiny Bohannon here tonight, it will be interesting how Dayton plays in the fourth. Johnson shot blocked by Perez, and it went off Johnson last.
What an excellent play by Mariah. She basically said, this is my house right here. This is my lane.
40-37. It's been 2.5 minutes since the Bobcats were able to find a point. Sydney Freeman, screen from Mariah Perez. Long two, off the mark. And we got a whistle and a foul. And that'll be the fourth against Dayton. Kozlova, the culprit.
I was concerned coming into this game with a limited bench, knowing if somebody fouls out, things get really dicey for the Flyers. And so far, they've done an excellent job of controlling their fouls.
Well, that was the case there last time at home against Northern Kentucky. Double overtime. They were just limited on bodies. Dennis, will she try another three? No. Passes here, and Pope finding Felder back into Dennis and ripped away by Kozlova.
Excellent help by Mariah and Ty on that one. There was really just nowhere for her to go.
Freeman throws in the corner, and Dayton, I think, got a call timeout. Yeah, able to save the possession. So coaching staff. And the Bobcats went on a run. And is Felder able to get her hand in there? But, you know, for Ohio, they just haven't necessarily been able to run away with it.
No, they have not been able to get in the groove, so to speak. And really, neither have the Flyers. I mean, it's been the Flyers have made one field goal of their last 7 attempts. They've had a chance to take the lead here.
Freeman, a really good drive, but unable to get that one to go off the window. And you mentioned the Dayton struggles and 1 for the last 8. For the Bobcats, they're 1 for 8 from three-pointer here in the quarter.
Yeah, after a fairly hot, fat first half from the three, they have cooled off and have made 1 3-pointer.
Turnover for Ohio. It's their 8th of the game. 15 to shoot. Kozlova to tie the game. No. Rebound, Mariah Perez. Wheeler attacking. She finds Freeman. Perez has just been unstoppable.
Oh my gosh. I'm just so happy for Mariah. Honestly, she's doing it all. She's playing excellent defense. She's got blocks. She's got rebounds. She's got points. She's just, you can tell how bad she wants this.
That's a career high in rebounding. 15 boards for the Bobcats. Although they're struggling shooting, they have been able to knock down free throws, and Yaya Felder gets there here in the bonus. And she leaves it on the rim. That last foul against Shannon Wheeler, her second. Shooting into the student section. Felder able to convert, and McClure will return to replace Felder. Get her a breather before we move into the final frame. Dayton down by 2. Lear, crafty dribble, got away from the defense, finds Perez, one dribble, she was fouled, and boy, for the Bobcats, that was a good foul.
That was a good foul because Mariah was going to make that basket.
Now against Lafleur, that is just the team's 4th. And Dayton down by 7, and you also got to take into consideration is Dennis going to return with Felder. It was Anissa Jones who made that 3 at the end of the first half, and Dayton has been able to carry that momentum over here into the 3rd. Freeman, open 3. Yes, that's a big shot. Can Felder beat the buzzer? Dayton, their first lead of the night. Felder, not for long. Wow, coast to coast. Yaya. Superb tonight here, Beth.
Yeah, she's got 18 points, 8 rebounds, very, very close to that double-double. And really, the 3rd quarter, she just put the team on her back and said, all right, I got this. 8 points alone in the 3rd quarter.
Lear turns it over. 43-42. Dayton grabbed the lead off that Sydney Freeman three-pointer. It looked like they were going to have all the momentum heading into the 4th, and Beth said it. It's like Yaya Felder just will not let the Bobcats lose this game. And Kroll the same as she knocks in a big 3. Yeah. And honestly, it's just been those 2 here in the second half.
And Kroll was fairly quiet in the 3rd quarter. It was a low-scoring quarter for the Bobcats, but here she is. She's ready. Again, this is the leadership. These two players are the leaders on this team.
Inbound and trying to get an entry to Mariah Perez. The Flyers turn it over. So Dayton back-to-back turnovers. And I think what's even tougher for Tamika Williams-Jenner and her staff, Sydney Freeman, after making that three-pointer, she was open the last 2 trips down the floor. The Flyers just missed her. Here she's defending on Felder. Felder's been fouled 7 times tonight. Kroll to the hoop, missed the shot, rebound comes to Dayton. Ohio's coaching staff wanting a foul. Lear, pull-up jumper, yes. There's that mid-range game you were talking about, Beth.
I like her mid-range game, and now actually on that shot, I thought that might not have been the best shot selection coming down quickly, but...
The classic no, 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 yes.
Yes, exactly. I was like, I do that a lot as a fan. No, no, oh, yes.
11 points for Niall Lear. 5 of 10 shooting. It's been a nice night for the freshman.
Yeah, and as a freshman, she's doing a lot. And that's something everyone needs to remember. While she might be turning the ball over a little more than people want, she is a first-year Division I women's basketball player playing at the highest level, and she is going to just get better and better. And there's another turnover.
Oh, for Dayton, and a couple of these turnovers back, they have just been, just in trying to find a team that's just not on the same page. Meanwhile, on the offensive end, Jan McClure, she made a really nice drive and was able to finish, but she's got to go to the bench as here comes Kayla Johnson on. We'll watch McClure as Johnson a 3. No. Dayton down by 4. Flyers have played 2 overtime games in their 2 home games this season. Perez trying to get it in to Wheeler. She was fouled. Dayton, a big mismatch there underneath. Johnson giving up some height to Shannon Wheeler, and here comes Anissa Jones. Placing the sophomore Wheeler. And Dayton trying to win this game without Destiny Bohannon. Leading scorer out with an injury. Here's Freeman. She has stepped up in this game, misses that 3. And Mariah Perez, the Bobcats were able to keep her off the glass.
And that was the exact same out-of-bounds play that they used before where Sydney hit that shot. Great call. She was wide open. Just couldn't hit it.
Freeman was tied a season high with those 8 points. Her career high 28 against Akron. She knows how to score against the Mid-American Conference. Johnson 5 to shoot. Get it to Felder and get out of the way. Felder missed from in close. Rebound out long. And that ball must have hit the rim. Felder, cross-court pass to Pope. Throws back to Yaya. Johnson, open three. No.
Johnson shoots 57% for the three, so that's probably, there's a little luck that didn't go in. She was wide open.
Bob Bolden liked it. Now he wants his team to play defense. Anissa Jones, penetration, and they're going to call her on the charge. She put her head down, try to get to the rim. But Dayton, a slow start here in the fourth quarter.
Anissa is really good at getting to the rim and drawing the foul. That's something that she does consistently well. And this time she just didn't quite have the position.
Oh, nice job by Caitlin Kroll. I was looking to see where her feet were on that replay, and she just got them out.
Just out.
Felder looks tired, but I wouldn't put anything past number two. Finds Kroll, can't leave her. And Dayton able to dodge a bullet. Kroll had 5 3-pointers on Saturday. She's 3 of 7 from distance here tonight. Bobcats trying to get their second win in a row. Flyers looking for their first dub. Freeman to the hole. And one. Sydney Freeman was fouled off that finger roll, and she's in double fingers for the first time in her Dayton career.
And one of the things that has to be pointed out in that play was Mariah's screen. If Mariah had not been in the right position to screen her own player, Sydney would not have had that open look at that shot. So fantastic job by Sydney, but amazing job by Mariah.
Sydney Freeman mentioned she had 19 against the Bobcats last year. And in her time at Ball State, got 11. She's cut this lead to 1. Johnson, another open look. Missed everything. Rebound, Anissa Jones. Dayton a chance to grab the lead. Kozlova. Get it out front to Lear. Halfway home here in our fourth quarter. Lear splits the D. Kick to Jones. Anissa off the back rim. Rebound Felder. Big board. That's a career high for her in rebounding.
Felder's just all over the court right now. She is going to do what it takes for her team. And really on that last possession, I would have liked to see Nio shoot that ball. It was really awesome to share the ball and kick it out, but she was 2 feet from the basket.
5 to shoot. Kroll just got to let it fly. Gets over to Felder. She'll let it go. And Dayton able to collect the miss. Felder knocked it away. And Dayton, their turnovers starting to mount here in the fourth quarter.
It's just dangerous dribbling. You know, both on the previous possessions, 2 times those just lackadaisical dribbling. It's just
17 turnovers for Dayton. Pope, open three-pointer. No. Rebound, Sydney Freeman. Can Dayton grab the lead back? Again, they've only held it for 8 seconds in this contest. Sydney Freeman goes by Felder. Throws in the corner. Jones another chance. Missed everything. It's almost like Dayton, they get there and they just can't necessarily get over the mountain.
They get there, and that 3-point shot cannot be what the game plan is right now, when all of our points, over many of the points, 50% and higher, have been in the paint.
I love Cheddar. Where does she go? And her Dayton Flyers.
Well, Sydney's stepped up to fill that role, and it's been nice to see that she could come back and step right in.
Kroll, shot clock winding down, missed. Rebound, Malia Perry. So Dayton gets that stop, but can they grab the lead? So Bob Bolden off the timeout. We'll see what Coach Williams-Jenner has. for her unit. Niall Lear looking to go one-on-one, 10 to shoot. Perry putting her head down, finds Wheeler. Foul line jumper, it's long. Rebound pulled down by Kroll. Dayton got a good look.
Yeah, got a good look. Shannon's missed that shot tonight, and it's just I thought that one was going to drop actually for her. So now they have to put their heads down right now and play some tough D.
Yaya Felder, she's been the star for the Bobcats. 18 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double, new career high on the glass. Dennis, shot was blocked by Kozlova.
Excellent possession.
Bobcats have not scored in 5.5 minutes. Dayton, it's been close to 4. Sydney Freeman's got the bucket.
We were just talking about how Sydney can take it to the hoop and score. So it's nice to see her do just that in crunch time. Again, we need Destiny is sitting on that bench saying somebody has to step up.
Now the basket was good. Will they count it? There was a whistle. Keeps the basketball. Well, we've seen some strange things tonight. Of course, the Bobcats started this game with a technical foul. And here Niall Lear calling on the whistle. That's just going to be the 3rd foul against Dayton. It's Lear's 3rd for the game. Beth, isn't that interesting? The Bobcats started the game with a free throw because of an administrative technical. If we get to a situation, I mean, honestly, we're even up minus that play.
And right now, this is such a huge possession. This is their 3rd opportunity to score right now.
Felder.
She is going to
go. Wielder. She's just had a will about her. Missed there. Rebound Perry. Minute and a half left in this game. Will Dayton see another overtime contest here at home? Freeman. Screen from Perry. Sydney. She was fouled. That'll be the 3rd foul against the Bobcats. McClure picks up the whistle.
Sydney's focus on that possession was just fantastic. She knew she needed to get in there and do something.
Dayton inbound to Perry. Malia double team. Kick out. Wheeler on the catch. Step through. Got it back. Finds Malia. And Dayton back out in front.
It wasn't pretty. It was not pretty. Hey, but it worked. And they stuck with it. That's what's important to see, especially at this point in the game when a lot of times you would be so nervous to make that mistake.
Malia Perry gives Dayton a 1-point lead. Felder back the other way. Missed it. Perry in a fight with Felder. Loose ball picked up by Kozlova. Here comes Lear. Nio finds Wheeler. Shannon, it was blocked. Rebound Perry. Loose ball. Nio's got it. Boy, what a wild scramble and a timeout for Tamika Williams-Jenner. Sydney Freeman will inbound. Dayton gets it with freshman Lear. Back into Freeman's hands. Her best game as a Flyer here tonight. Guarded tightly by McClure. 10 to shoot. Kozlova. Pick and roll action with Perry. Here's Lear. Freeman. 3 to shoot. And it was taken away by Felder. And a shot clock violation. And it'll be Ohio basketball with 16.7 on the clock. Yaya Felder, we've talked about her all night. Offensively, defensively, she steps up big.
It's pretty clear that the possession, the ball's going to be in Felder's hands. So now you have Anissa who will probably pick her up. And there will have to be some form of a double team when she goes to the basket.
Felder gives to McClure. Back to Yaya. 10 to shoot. Finds Pope. Open 3. Passed on it to the cup. Makes it. 3.6. And Dayton will call timeout to advance the ball. Wow. Ella.
Ion.
So here we go. Inside. Malia Perry finds Kozlova. Got deflected. And it's going to be Ohio basketball as timeout. And now Felder will inbounds. Finds Kroll. And there's a foul. Niall Lear picks up her 4th. And unfortunately for the Flyers, they are not looking at the bonus. And now .7. That is just a 14 foul against UD. And the Bobcats will throw it in, and that'll do it. Oh, heartbreaker for Dayton.